a little bit something different. Today I wanted to share my Pokemon collection. Now, growing up I was definitely target market child, and all of these cards were collected originally when they came out. Most of them were either opened by me, my sisters, or were traded for and put into this binder and mostly forgotten about. Now, some of these are not in the greatest condition, and that's because I played the game. We made some decks with a bunch of the cards and learned how to play. And it was fun for a while, and watching the show and collecting all the cards definitely occupied a lot of my free time after school. I remember collecting all of the cards in the video game and trading for all the cards eventually in real life. And then once we had collected all 150, I think that's when the first movie came out and we were introduced to Mew. And then shortly after, they started coming out with the next set. And I was a little annoyed that there was a whole lot more Pokemon to collect, and I collected for a little while. And then I was actually introduced to Magic the Gathering, and while I did trade for some new Pokemon cards here or there, I had mostly played Magic the Gathering ever since. So these sat in a binder for quite a while at my parents' house in the closet, and I was visiting them one day and happened to pick up a bunch of my stuff, and this was in a box along with hundreds or thousands of other commons that I've since sorted through. They're not all in the greatest condition, and I've given quite a few of them away to my nephews or to the children trick-or-treating. But these have just sat in the binder. I know some might be in good condition. Some of them might not be the holographic or the first edition versions, but just since I was the one that opened these, or my sisters were the one that opened these, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with them besides admire them and let people browse through them when they're over at my house. Some of these I do remember opening. There was a little diner next to the card shop where we bought most of these, or my grandparents bought most of these. So we would buy a few packs if we were good, if we did our chores, or if we had some spare money, and then open these at the diner. And some of these, however, I think there's a few that are not original, because unfortunately back then someone did steal one or two of these, but this was the last one that I traded for, I remember. And then I remember going to the movie theater and getting this one. I have an unopened one somewhere. And yeah, somebody stole one of my Mewtwo's, so that's why this promo one's here. And then Charizard. A little beat up because we did play with it. I did have another Charizard and the other one did get stolen, but so yeah, just a short little video showing off some of my Pokemon cards, a little bit about my backstory. And if you want to see some other videos about Pokemon, let me know in the comments.